Okay, so continuing on from the video where we were doing the rope on one side, we're now going to do the rope on both, or the twine, sorry, on both sides. So I've got my other color twine that I want to use, and I've got my first twine already solidly in there. So I'm going to take this twine and I'm going to put it under the first twine on the base of my sewing machine, right in between the rope, and I'll push that down with my little poker, and then I'm going to push my rope together and put my first color back on in between the rope and push a couple of stitches. I always do that to get them started. Okay, now I have two colors secured. And so as I'm going to do the same technique where I'm holding it with my finger and guiding it through, but you got to go slower because you got to make sure that the one on the bottom is lined up and not getting off in its own. Like, see right here, it just started coming up. We don't want that. We want it down at the bottom because we want to see that on the other side. So I'm keeping the blue on top and I'm putting the red on the bottom. And essentially you just have to go quite slowly and just make sure it's lined up. But as long as you do that, it's kind of miraculous how great it turns out. So I'm just lining up the top and the bottom as I go. I'm kind of holding it a little bit apart with my fingers, like trying to hold the one down at the bottom and the one up at the top. It just takes a little bit of practice. Running out of rope. I hope you can see when my hands are not in the way. I'm like left-handed, so I always have my hands in the way of everything. But like I said, you're holding it apart, one on the bottom, one on the top, and just stitch in as far as you've got it stretched out. And if you do that, see, you have it on the back, the red, and on the front, the blue. I really hope this helps and that explains what I'm doing. It's really not that hard at all. It just takes a little bit of finicky